Life is chaos. Sometimes you need to remind yourself to take a break. Sip your coffee. Recenter. And get back to that chaos. I'm going to be honest with you. This is either going to be the best video you've ever seen, the worst video you've ever seen, or somewhere in between. Really, I can't mess this up. It's going to be somewhere. But on level of honesty, since we're there already, this life really has been chaos this week. It has been nothing but mess, nothing but clutter. I mean, look at my desk. Look at what I am dealing with. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. Like, I should have all of this organized and taken care of and put around somewhere. I mean, I've got receipts to deal with. My wallet needs sorting. There's mail I haven't got. Like, seriously. This is my life right now. This is the clutter that I am dealing with just in this moment. And there is a reason why I decided to call this Cafe Through Chaos. One, it's K's because my name is Kira. And that starts with a K, and this idea just kind of came into my head and I went with it. And, you know, life is chaos, and sometimes you just got to sit down, drink your coffee, take a break, and get right back to it. And today I'm feeling it because I have a deadline to meet tomorrow. I want to release this video. And here I sit with practically no plan. Everything is a mess everywhere. The baby has been crying on and off all night. My husband's behind the scenes right now and he's losing his shit because he's had to reset the camera I don't know how many times. Like I said, best video I've ever seen or worst. Or somewhere in between. Who knows? Can't go wrong. I will be honest though. I had a plan. And then I threw that plan out the window. Because it wasn't going to work. I had so much opposition. I've had opposition all week. And I've learned some things. It seems that when you're faced with the most opposition, it means something big is coming. So despite the opposition I faced, I'm still here. And I'm still getting through this. And you want to know why? It's because I heard something. Winners choose to win. It's not that they're allowed to win. They choose it. And you can choose to win by continuing to push through. Do it anyways, despite the obstacles, despite the trouble, despite the everything. Or you choose to win because you see the silver lining. See, this may be the poorest video I've ever done due to lack of planning. Or it might be the best video I've ever done because it's going to be one of the realest things you've ever seen. Who knows? We'll get there when we get there. But despite my plan, despite my goals, despite my... Literally, look at this. I've got like speeches and stuff that I've been practicing and planning, and it's sitting here because I was going to do it. But it's not working. Instead, consider it on-the-go inspiration. I decided that this was more important. I'm facing opposition, and I'm still going through it. So, I decided, since I was facing so much opposition and that thing's thrown out the window, I wanted to give you some tips. See, one of the things that I wanted to hit on with this video was purpose. We all have a purpose. Sometimes you have to find your purpose. And I wanted to touch on what the purpose of this channel is. And I'll still do that. See, this channel is designed for moms. It's designed for helping you through anything and everything, mom. Relationships with your kids, relationships with your spouse, relationships with your partners, relationships maybe even with your friends, relationships with how you're handling yourself. So, in light of that purpose, in light of wanting to help you I've compiled together a list of things that I thought I could touch on. Just kind of food for thought. Maybe something will inspire you. But I found that when you live your family life right at home, your husband, your spouse, your significant other, I'm sorry, I'm going with husband, okay? It's one of my points, but we'll get to that in a minute. Supposed to be head of household, right? They make the choices, they have the final say. Like, that's the way it was designed. And you may not agree with me, and that's another point, and that'll be talked about later, but that's the way it is. The husband is head of household, he makes the decisions. But guess what? As the wife, as the mom, you're the heart. You're supposed to be a team with your husband. You're supposed to make these decisions together. And a lot of these things that happen, it's going to be guided by you. How can you make these decisions and do these guides and help steer your family in the right direction if you don't have the right relationship with yourself? So that's what I'm hoping this food for thought is. This time to recenter is a chance for you to think these things over. The first point is, despite everything I'm going to give you, no one can give you the answers. No one can give you the answers because no one else is you. What works for me may not work for you. I can give you broad guidelines and I can help you through these things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be what's right for you. And you have to make that decision for yourself. No one can tell you how to be happy. No one can tell you how to be successful. Sometimes you gotta say, forget it. Do it your way. You know what else? Sometimes the things that you do right, it may not be the right thing to do according to society. For example, people are going to tell me that I should be doing my channel a certain way. Somebody's going to say, oh, you did this wrong, or maybe if you did this different, or maybe if you altered that, tweaked that. But the things that you do right, maybe they're not the right thing to do. And I don't mean right or wrong, as in go rob a bank, because that's obviously wrong. I mean, this is me. This is who I am. I enjoy talking. I enjoy helping people, guiding people, but I can only do that based off of my own experience. And I had to learn the hard way that what worked for me didn't work for them, and what worked for them wasn't going to work for me. So the things that I do right may not be the right thing to do according to YouTube. Maybe I'm not going to get a lot of views. Maybe I'm not going to get a lot of subs. Maybe I'm not going to get much of anything for who knows how long. Or maybe I'll get it all. Maybe doing it my way, maybe that can change the game. But I'm just starting out, so we'll see how it goes. And all of these things that I'm about to say, whether in this video, in this channel, in the future, on my YouTube or my Instagram, I try really hard to be honest. I played the game for far too long trying to be what everybody wanted. Trying to be politically correct or not upset anybody. But you know what? It's like I tell my daughter. You can't walk down the street wearing a white shirt without pissing someone off. You're going to make someone mad. So I learned a long time ago that it's good to be honest, but I'm learning recently that I need to be honest all the time. I can't make everybody happy. Being honest and being direct with you, it may not make me popular. It may not get me a lot, but I'm hoping it'll get the right people to me. I'd rather be loved by a few than loved by all. Because the people who love me will be real and true to me. If I'm loved by all, one of two things is going to go wrong. Either they don't really know who I am, and then who I am comes out and they don't like me anymore, or it's all fake. It wasn't real love to begin with, because I wasn't really me. And that's probably because the unhappiest people you'll know are the people who are trying to make everybody happy. If you're not hurting anybody, then make yourself happy. If you're not hurting anybody, then do what's right for you. But that's another tip. You gotta consider the world around you. This world is in an upheaval right now, and I think it's because so many people are only thinking of themselves and not considering other people. You don't have to continuously make sure that the people around you are happy and lose yourself, and you can't just only think about yourself and not pay attention to who you might be affecting around you. It's a fine line. So many fine lines that we walk, and I'm sure they're going to come up more and more and more. Be comfy or be bold, but not both. I guess I'm being bold right now, and that's definitely making me uncomfortable, and I'm worried how this video will be taken. Like I said, it's real. But I'm tired of playing to everybody else's game. Love me or hate me. This is who I am, and it's who I'm going to be. Something you can definitely count on from me. I will be consistently and perfectly imperfect. Nothing in life is perfect. At this point, especially this video, talk about sipping your coffee. We're recentering, people. We're recentering. So, nothing is perfect, and you should let that go. Definitely let that go. Walk the fine line. Like I said, one of the many fine lines is don't lose yourself by pleasing everybody, but don't just throw everybody away because you're being selfish. Another point I'd like to make. Did you know that one of the greatest human addictions is petty problems? Here's an example. I spent so much time trying to make sure this video was going to be so perfect. How long have we been sitting here? Like 2 hours. 2 hours just trying to get started. The greatest human addiction. One of the greatest human addictions is petty problems, but negativity doesn't need your help. It's going to be there regardless. Focus on the good. Focus on the positive. Like I said, this video is either going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen because it's real and it's true and it's who I am, or it's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen. And that's okay. Because here's the positive that I'm choosing to focus on. I'm still here and I'm still doing it. I'm still choosing to do this video despite the imperfections. Like I said, I will be perfectly imperfect, and you are too. I'm focusing on the positive that I'm going to meet my deadline. I'm focusing on the positive that this is another video to add to my archive. I'm focusing on the positive that I get to learn from this experience and grow. See, starting this channel was a huge change for me. It was huge. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sure so many of you see that. And I feel scared and fearful because I don't like feeling judged, but at the same time, I want to help. I want to help, and the only way that I can do that is to just get out there and do it. So, change is a part of life. Change is going to happen. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Sometimes change is something that you can see coming and you can prepare for, but many times change is unpredictable. But every single time, it can lead to growth. Here I am on this YouTube thing, trying to help people, and who knows where it'll go. Maybe it'll end up being nothing. Maybe it'll be like my Facebook Lives and like nobody ever watches me. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be the greatest thing I ever did simply because I helped one other person. Like, that's enough for me. That really is. Helping one other person, that would be a dream come true. Helping 2 people? I mean, how many people are in the world? I would love to help as many as I can. But I'm not going to get there by being worried over all the petty problems of today. In fact, I'll just ruin my tomorrow by consistently worrying. You know what I mean? Like, live in the present and do what you can with this and work with what you've got and keep moving forward. Tomorrow will come, and the best thing you can do is to always aim to be just 1% better. You don't have to get it all right today, and you shouldn't worry consistently about what's going wrong or what's gonna happen or anything else. Let go of the worry. You know what I learned? Worry is a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but you're not gonna get anywhere, and you're gonna ruin your tomorrow. See, the only way I'm going to get from wanting to help people to actually helping people is to follow the path of doing. Maybe this video seems like it's all over the place, but I hope it's making sense. Like I said, best video you've ever seen or the worst you've ever seen. I guess we'll see afterwards. But I want to help people, so I am doing something about it. I started this channel, and I'm really hoping that if you like it, if you love it, you'll let me know. Hit the like button. If you think it can help someone else, even if it's just one tip, share this video with someone you know. Who could you help by simply sharing a video? I've done all the work for you. I've put out my thoughts, and all you got to do is say, hey, look at this. See, this was a good point. You know, let's do this. I want to help people. I'm following the path of doing so that I can get to the other side of having helped people. What is it that you want? The only way you're going to get there is by following a path of doing. We're all going to make choices. Every single day you are faced with choices. And you make choices every day. But the other side of it is that those choices make you too. So remember that and keep going. Because dreams come true because of you. Dreams come true because you put in the work and you put in the effort and you pursue them and you go for them. So don't give up and keep fighting. And remember that no matter where you are on your path of doing, from what you want to what you have, is that you're exactly where you need to be. Now here's an example of this. See, I mentioned before in my last video that I was married before. I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So being there in that time led me to where I am today. I wouldn't be who I am today without that experience. So everything that you do, everything that you're in, every choice that you make, everything that you experience, everything that you live, the people around you, it's all part of your story. And it's all going to get you where you need to be. You got to be careful of the choices you make because your choices make you. But don't be sad about where you are. Don't get discouraged. Focus on the positives and see the good things. Because everything that you're going through is part of your story. And it can help someone else. Another thing to remember is you don't always get what you want. And you don't always want what you get. And that's okay too. You got to keep going and see the positives and see the good sides. Like I said, winners choose to win. You may not win the game or the tournament, but you can still be a winner by focusing on those positives. Negative attitudes lead to negative life. Positive attitude gives you a positive life. And choose your surroundings carefully. The people you're around will influence you more than you know. You know how they have that saying, like, you become what you eat? You eat what you become? The people around you will influence you. They will make you or they will break you. Hang out with 5 poor people and you will be the 6th. Hang out with 5 idiots and you will be the 6th. Hang out with 5 geniuses and you will be the 6th. Hang out with 5 millionaires and you will be the 6th. The people around you will make you or break you, so choose your company wisely. One final point. You know, if an achievement had no prize. So we all do things to get where we need to be, right? Like if you go to school, you either pay for it or you sacrifice time. You know, being a stay-at-home mom, maybe you sacrifice a second income like I do. I could go to work, but then I'd be sacrificing time with my kids. Like we all have sacrifices that we have to go through. Achievements, they all have prices. Depending on the achievement, can depend on the price. If it had no price, it wouldn't be of any value at all. So focus on the positives, positive attitude, positive life. Surround yourself with good people. My office is haunted. Like I said, this video is either the best thing you've ever seen or the worst. But it is what it is at this point. Hey, my achievement one day, I'm hoping, is to have this hugely successful YouTube channel where I can help so many people. That price is that I'm going through a learning curve right now, and I may not make a lot of friends. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell it how it is, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm choosing to win. So if I want to have anything of value, then I'm paying the price now by suffering through these learning curves and these growing pains. That's okay. And I'm sure you'll be okay too. I hope maybe you learned something from this. I hope I helped you. I know I've been facing a lot of opposition. I hope that I can help in some way. Reach out to me. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with, anything that I can share with my experiences. Let me know in the comments if there is anything that I might be able to help you with. Let me know if there's anything that I can cover, anything you want to know about, anything you hope to learn, anything that you need help with, and I'll see what I can do, because my goal is to help people, and I really hope to do that. So cheers to either the best video you've ever seen, cheers to the worst video you've ever seen, or cheers to anything in between. Life is chaos. Let's get back to it.